Hello student, today we'll start EVS class 4 chapter 7 from the window. This chapter is continuation of previous chapter Omana's journey. Previous chapter we have studied Omana writing a diary for his friends Radha who could who could not join with him due to she got fracture. Ovanas started his journey on 16th May. Now today is 17th May. Student, let's start. It is morning now. Last night I went to sleep early. It was too dark to see anything outside. When the train stopped early this morning, I woke up. It was Madgaon that was written on the board at the platform. Appa said that we were going through the state of Goa. We got up at the station and had some hot tea and filled our water bottles. The train started again. I find it difficult to describe the scene outside. It is so beautiful. It is green everywhere, fields with red soil and green crops, hills covered with trees. Now, Omanas saying like that. Now it's morning. Last night, what happens? He got sleep, and that was he could not see anything from the window because due to dark. When the train stopped this morning, what happened? When he woke up, it was Madgaon. It is written on the board at the platform. Then his father said, "Now we will going through the state of Goa." Then what happens as they have reached at the stations? They got hot tea and they fill up water bottles. Then train started and they can see the scene outside. It looks so beautiful. Everywhere green fields and red soil, green crops, everything covered with the trees. I can see small ponds far away behind the hills. More water. I can't make out if it is a river or the sea. The air is cooler and not so dry as in Ahmedabad. Now he can see the small rivers, ponds from far away, and he can't make out that it is river or the sea because the air is very cold and it is not very dry as in Ahmedabad. The train passed a level crossing. People are waiting on both the sides of the crossing for the trains to pass. There are buses full of people, cars, trucks, auto rickshaw, cycles, motorcycles, scooters, even tongas and blockades with people and goods in them. Some people do not switch off the engines of their vehicles even while waiting at the level crossing. There is a lot of smoke and noise. I see some people going under bars of the level crossing. How dangerous this is. Now he says like that. The train pass, okay, means the level crossings. People are waiting to cross for the train to pass. And there were they see buses full of people, trucks, auto rickshaw, etc., etc. Okay, and everyone is rushed to cross. But some peoples they don't switch off the engines of their vehicles because they are very eagerly waiting to cross the track. And he sees some people going under the bars also of the level crossings. It is very dangerous for them. At times our train crosses under trains only, and I tried to count the carriage in one such train, but both the trains were going so fast we always got confused. But what happened at times the train crosses another trains. Unni and Obana both tried to count the carriage in one such train, but both the trains were going so fast. Sometimes people cross the tracks even when the crossing is closed. What do you feel about this? Later, I was sitting near the window with my eyes closed. Suddenly, the sound of the moving train changed. Good, good, good. I opened my eyes. Guess what I saw? A train was crossing a very big river on a very long bridge. As it was crossing the bridge, it sounded very different. The wheels rattled as there was no ground, only the tracks and the water down below. When I first looked down, I felt giddy. It was really quite scary. The river down below was full of water and had some boats. I could also see some fishermen. Then later on, when he was sitting near the window, when he closed his eyes, suddenly what happened? The train was moving, and his sound was changed like good, 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 because he was crossing very big rivers on a very long bridge. Then it was crossing the bridge. It sounded like very different, yes, because the wheels rattles as there was no ground. Then the river downs they saw full of water and some boats also, and they could see some fishermen also on the banks. I waved at them, but I did not know if they could see me. Alongside our bridge, there was another bridge for buses and cars. This was built differently from ours. I think going over our bridge was more adventurous. Then he waved to the fishermen, but it is not sure whether they see or not to him. But alongside what happened the bridge, there was another bridge for buses and cars that was built differently from the railway tracks. And he think that over bridge was more means their bridge was more adventurous. The last few hours have been so exciting. After breakfast, I climbed on to the upper berths to read my comics. It was bright and sunny outside. Suddenly, everything became dark. Now, just few hours have been. He was so excited after his breakfast. Then he went to the upper berths to read his comic. That it was It was bright because it was sunny outside. Suddenly, what happens? Everything become dark. It also felt a little cold outside. I was afraid. Then the light in the train became on, but outside I it was very dark. Somebody said we have entered a tunnel. This goes right through the mountain. The tunnel seems to go on, and then just as suddenly we were in daylight again. Outside it was sunny, bright and green. The train had crossed the tunnel. Appa explained that we were on the other side of the mountains. Since then, we have passed through four smaller tunnels. Now I'm enjoying going through the tunnels. Suddenly, it becomes very dark. That was, they were crossing tunnels. Then they entered into a tunnels. This goes right through the mountains. The tunnel seems to go on and on. Then they were in daylight again outside because outside it was very sunny and bright green. Already train had crossed the tunnels. Then his Appa explained everything that they were crossing the tunnels and the tunnels was on the other side of the mountains. Now it is afternoon. For such we had idli vada idli vara that we brought from ODP stations. We also brought some bananas. These were very small and very tasty. Now it is afternoons. Now it is time for lunch. They having their lunch like bananas, idli, all these they were having. The scene outside has changed again. Again, the scene has changed. Now we can see many coconut trees and green fields everywhere. Amma says that these are paddy fields. The houses and villages look very different. People clothes are also different from what we see in Ahmedabad. Most people are wearing white or cream colored dhotis and saris. Many people who were with us from Ahmedabad have got up. People have also got on to the train from different stations. Sunny's family is getting off at Kozhikot, which comes at around 6 o'clock. We have exchanged addresses and plan to meet in Ahmedabad. You will see also like Sunil and An. Now they saw coconut tree, green fields everywhere, and the people who were living there, even their dressing sense also it's different from Ahmedabad people. So they were wearing like cream colored dhotis and sari. People who have also got to the trains from different stations. Even Sunny's families, they getting off at Kozhikot, which comes at almost 6 o'clock. Even they have exchanged their addresses and they made plans to meet in Ahmedabad. Now it is night. We have also started packing up. The train will reach Kottayam in about 3 hours. That is where we have to get off. Now it is night. Even their destiny also is about to reach. That's why they have packing up all these things. The train reached Kottayam in 3 hours. That is where we have to get off. Tonight we will go to Wali Yamnan's house tomorrow. Tomorrow we will take the bus that will take to Ammuman's village. We all are quite tired. After all, we have been on the train for 2 days. What a long journey it has been. We had a lot of fun. I will put my diary away now. I will write again after we reach Ammu Man's house. Now they have reached their friend's house and they were very tired because they had 2 days journey. It's a very long journey. So Omanas put his diary now and he will write again after when we will reach in Amuna's house. So student, thank you.